Hello. Thanks to all those who've been asking where the vlog is. Nobody's been asking. Some will be aware I've been having internet issues at home and phone line issues. The issue being fibre was meant to be installed on Wednesday last week, and my wife stayed home from work. She stayed home that day. Hey, Mr. Haberman. You moment, is he? Whoa, there's actually people on here, and I guess it is night time here. What was I saying? Anyway, fibre was meant to be installed. It wasn't. Our internet service provider, we were getting rid of our phone line as part of that install. Fibre's not going in for another month. There's been just delays every month since the start of the year. But they did cut off our phone line, and it took 2-3 days to get that back, and then there was actually something wrong with the line, so that got fixed. We were back in business for all of 24 hours, and it went down again tonight and this afternoon, and it's probably might not have a connection until Tuesday, maybe. So that obviously affects the things that I do. And being out of connection is, I guess, not as bad emo as having no water for a week. So this is me. How do I? Oh right, yeah. There's the chats. Show. No. I'm sitting outside my in-laws' house. They're a couple of k's down the road, and they're in Australia at the moment. But I know that this phone is connected to their Wi-Fi, so I had to come down here to access some files off of the internet, which I can't do at home. I have a prepaid phone, which I blew through the data earlier in the week, trying to get all these issues sorted. But it's been quite frustrating, as you can imagine. Alrighty. What time is it here? 9:20 on the 2nd of September. So it's still Saturday. That show the chat messages doesn't show anything. What if I... Oh no, I can't do that. Flip challenge. Is it flipping? I won't be able to tell till I check it afterwards. But yeah, obviously this affects my ability to see what other people are doing on the various social media platforms, mostly this one. But hopefully I'll be back a bit more normally soon. Cheers, Jonathan. Oh, yeah, sex squirrels. What else can I talk about? I'm trying to think. Chat messages told me off for running too many. Oh, really? Oh, they... Hashtag spamlord. I get that with my hashtag firsts all the time. They wind up in people's spam buckets, basically. Which sucks. That's the Flife. Do you Flife Frida and Luna? So he worked out a clever little flip transition, not even transition, just a flip while he was on his boosted board, and Bekazor's picked that up. David has, and oh yeah, I had to go as well, which was cool. I've got powerful editing software. I use the Adobe Creative Cloud suite, so I've got Premiere and I've got Adobe Audition for the audio link in. I use that for recording my music and so on. So there's a lot of, and After Effects as well, and I use just a tiny bit of that. I'd say most of the videos I've done during Vlogust, what was it called? Vlog Every Day, Vita, whatever it was called. The vlogging every day have been done on my phone actually. Yeah, Adobe Premiere Elements. That's how I got started years ago. Actually, it was still a tape video camera, but it was a digital tape one, and immediately you'd have to turn the camera upside down. I got a video job for a maintenance company, a two-day job, and that got me enough money to buy my first proper personal design computer. So that's how I got started ages ago. But I used Premiere Elements, so that's how long that's been around. Yeah. Yeah. So that was kind of a shame. I've been vlogging daily for a while, and everyone's talking about YouTube shutting down channels and so on. I didn't need to risk that, even though my last one that's up there is me with the alcohol, and I'm talking about punching out police horses. But no, it was the failing of my internet service provider, basically. So yeah, get a second-hand copy. I've probably got a second-hand copy somewhere. It's very old. It's like 15 years old, is how it would be. I think about some other horse stories, if I put my mind to it. I got some fights with seagulls and some fights with cockroaches stories as well, which I'll save for another day. Yeah, so how do I, on the phone, I can see Jonathan and Yuimo, and I can't see... Yeah, I guess it's pretty limited on the phone, isn't it? Yes, well, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna take this and go back and see if I can do some videos. I obviously can't upload them easily at the moment. Although this is good, I know that this works now, so but it's Sunday tomorrow, and tomorrow is Father's Day in this part of the world, I think for New Zealand and Australia. I don't know if any other countries out there have their Father's Day on September the 3rd, will it be? I think our Mother's Day is the same as the rest of the world. Thank you. So I expect to get some socks and some jocks and some chocolates probably. Yours is in June. Yeah, away. June is your... Oh, I've got to think about reverse seasons and so on. So this is our spring. Yeah, just start of spring. It must be the first weekend in spring. That's when Father's Day is. Which is nice. It's been kind of wet here. That often is for the start of spring. It's my favourite favourite season would be spring, the old rebirth and all of that. And I don't like the wet mornings, but I like the ones where it's still cold, like a winter's day, but the sun comes out and warms you. That's magical for me. Yeah. Alrighty guys, I'd better head back, but thank you for joining in, and yeah, that's why I've been a bit quiet lately. It's been frustrating. Yeah, it's been quite of emotionally draining. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced having to go on to customer service and being passed around various departments and so on for this sort of thing. I've spoken to a lot of people and wasted a lot of hours trying to get some action over the last few days, which has worn me down largely to the point where I'm largely don't care so much anymore. But there is this. So hopefully it'll be all fixed soon. I would rather have had fibre because uploading at home on we're via ADSL2 over copper lines. Every time it rains and so on, it affects things, and even just uploading something short can take a couple of hours. So there's that. So I am looking forward to finally getting fibre and getting rid of the phone line and stuff like that. But yeah, just disappointing with the service. The internet service provider's got a systemic failing, and it's customer service basically. So my wife was home the day fibre was meant to turn up, and so there's two companies involved. There's the internet service provider, and there's the line company, which is called Chorus, and they apparently had notified our internet service provider that they weren't going to be able to come out that day. They've made plenty of cock-ups on their own. They installed 40 metres of line to our house, and we need 50 metres. So when my wife stayed home the last time, that was the message. So she wasted time there as well. But this one she didn't need to. The internet service provider was still sending out emails in the morning telling her to be home or confirming, and actually they knew that it wasn't going to be happening until later this month in September. So that's disappointing. But yeah, just the lack of you know, when keep getting passed around people, and even though your file is there, nobody looks at it. And I twigged pretty quickly that it was logical that they'd cut off our landline, and of course I can't get internet without that. It travels over that, so I diagnosed that myself pretty early on. But I still had to go through every single person I talked to, wanting to diagnose and look at your modem and so on, and just you know, that's quite frustrating. That's how you spend 2 hours on phone one night, and then being promised it'll be fixed the next morning, and it's not fixed the next morning or the next morning. So yeah, it's been interesting. It shows just how reliant we are on this stupid internet stuff for everything. I mean, even the kids' homework, you know, just it's everywhere. Your TV even. So I've actually been kind of relaxed about it. To be honest, it's not been a bad break, but it has sort of thrown me in my creativity in terms of doing video stuff. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, geez, some people have. I think Babs, who's in our community from Oklahoma City, she I think earlier in the year was out for a good week or so. So I know there's others out there that have experienced this and experienced worse and so on. But I get extra stressed because I get home from work and everybody's panicking because they can't operate anything. You know, honestly, the schools are set up for my daughter's in well, it's high school here. I guess it might be college in America. She's 13 going 14, and they're totally reliant on the they have to have laptops and devices and so on, and it's just part of their it's an essential tool for them. So we've had Microsoft issues as well. You know, I don't know if any of you have experienced the old Microsoft update and turning it on and getting a blank screen. I've seen that over multiple devices, and I know other people out there have had that as well. And that's totally Microsoft. It's not graphics cards and so on. And so, you know, that can remove students' access and so on, and just that the schools don't have really any they're totally reliant on using devices and stuff as part of the teaching syllabus or part of it, and that concerns me a bit because if you don't have enough devices to give to someone who can't access and so on, that's this is the world we live in. So yeah, what's going to happen when the solar storms take out all of that technology and so on? Go back to the olden days, I guess. Shit, I've been talking for almost 13 minutes. Okay, I'm going to finish this because it's still going to have to process and so on. But thanks everybody, and I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Cheers.